Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's Pick a Card. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Today, we're going to ask Spirit, do they regret losing you? Do they want you back? Do they want to reconcile? So we have three choices. Group A is please forgive me. Group B is I love you. And Group C is I'm lost without you. Take a deep breath. Take a moment to pick your cards. I will put the timestamps in the description below, and I will see you in your reading. If you picked Group A, please forgive me. This reading is for you. Today we're going to ask Spirit, do they have regrets for losing you? Do they want you back? What are they thinking? What happened in this connection? Where are we headed? If we're headed in any direction, but we want to see, do they have regrets? All right. So that's the first thing. So Spirit, could you please share with me any messages of guidance, for anyone who has found this reading today? If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what we have. I have release, sanctuary, and I have an eternal flame. Okay, so the first thing I'm feeling is, just this kind of wave of emotion, that I wasn't expecting when this connection ended. Okay, just this overwhelming emotion, like I didn't think I was going to be hurting this hard. So you're hurting, they're hurting, they're grieving. I do feel like this is a grave, tombstone, and they're seeing it as a grief. It hurt as bad as a grief, like I lost you. So there was definitely that feeling. I think they were caught by surprise, even if they wanted it, or it was mutual, or you wanted it. It doesn't matter how it ended. It was the sense of like they still were caught by how painful it was going to be. So you're not the only one who's hurting, is how I definitely feel right out of the gate. They're spending a lot of time alone, whatever their sanctuary is, their home, their car, their work, their friends, wherever they hang out, that, is kind of their little sacred space. And they're doing a lot of thinking, even if they're with other people. It's the sense of, even when I'm surrounded in a crowd, I feel alone. Even when I have all this activity on my plate at work, I feel like I can't get my head off of the situation. And I just constantly am daydreaming, constantly thinking ahead. An eternal flame. I guess I didn't realize how deep the feelings went. I guess I didn't realize how much, it's such a catch-22. You don't realize how much you love somebody until they're gone, right? And I think that's what's going through your person's mind. I have this love for this person that I didn't realize went this deep. Otherwise, I wouldn't be hurting this bad. So there's something going on here with, I don't know why they're so surprised. Like, why are they so surprised that it was going to hurt this much? Maybe because they pushed you to the brink or to make it end. But maybe they never felt this way before. Maybe they've never had a broken heart. Maybe this is the first, that's why it's called heartache, because your heart actually aches. So I feel like this person is really having a hard time getting his mind off of the pain that he or she has. So I have a 6 of Wands in reverse, 5 of Wands, Death card, 9 of Swords, Yeah, the pain is literally keeping them up at night. I definitely feel that. I feel like the pain is keeping them up at night. I feel like they've been a failure. You know, like they disappointed you. They made promises to you that they didn't keep. And I do feel like they have disappointed you. And that's what's upsetting them the most. It's not that um I guess it's the disappointment. Like, I let you down. I'm going to say it that way. Like, I should have been there for you. I should have tried harder. I should have put more into this connection, something like that. Um, I'm tired of the battle. I'm tired of the fighting, the going round and round. The Five of Wands is always about there's no start and stop. It's like we don't know where this battle started. We don't know when we started fighting. We don't know how to end it even. So the sense of round and round we go, and whatever that battle is had to be put to an end. And maybe that's why you push them away. Maybe you were tired of the battle and or the struggles that you guys were going through. It is definitely the sense of I shouldn't have made it so difficult. I shouldn't have made it so difficult. I'm sorry that it ended the way it did. Okay, it's just like it's not fair. It wasn't fair to you. I'm sorry I disappointed you. I definitely have regrets. I will say, I mean, my question to Spirit was, do you have regrets? I'm having sleepless nights. I am constantly thinking about you. Like I can't get you out of my mind. So you have definitely you're in this person, you're in this person's soul. And even if you had conflicts, even if you, I'm going to say, hated each other, it was like a love hate energy. Let's get some more guidance. Spirit, do they have regrets? Do they have regrets for losing me? Do they have regrets? Erosion. This connection just eroded over a period of time. It's like things kept happening, one thing after another. It's like it went from, bad to worse, right? And that was the part that they couldn't wrap their head around. It's like once it started to erode, once it started to get bad, they couldn't get it back. It's like they feel like they couldn't get back what you had, and they couldn't rebuild your trust, or they couldn't get you to love them the way that you loved them initially. And they just always felt like nothing they did was working. I'm going to say it that way. Nothing they did was working because they had put themselves in such a bad light somehow. And it was like it just kept going downhill, Spirit said. They have put a lot of time into some self-reflection. All right. They're putting a lot of time in this sanctuary space of thinking about what happened in this connection, where they're going, why they're feeling the way they're feeling. Now that you're not in their life, it's painful, it's hurtful. And why did they act the way they did? Why did they treat you the way they did? Why did they say the things that they said? So why did they cause this an upheaval in your life? That's what they feel bad about. It's the sense of, I didn't mean to destroy your life. I didn't mean to break your heart, and they're having a hard time with that. They're having a hard time with how they treated you. I'm going to say it that way. Spirit, please share with me some clarification. Where are we headed? Queen of Cups. You were good to them. So the good news is all they're remembering is how much you love them. Like they see you in a very loving energy. They see and remember all of this, upon this reflection, it's like, I see you in this loving, caring, giving energy. And, I just wish that I could make things better. I don't know. I think this person wants you back. I do. Ace of Pentacles. Can we try again? Can I have an opportunity? It's almost like he's coming forward, with that stag energy. It's like, pumping his chest, like just kind of like, look at me, I want to try again. I have something to offer you. 10 of Swords, or is it completely over? Almost the sense of they don't know what you would do if they wanted you, if they wanted to come back. They don't know if you would take them back. And it's this almost this sense of I'm afraid to even try to come back because my ego is going to be, hurt. Is it really over? Is it really over? All right, let's see. Let's get a couple other energy cards. Let's see. We'll get some messages too. I got lots of messages. So let's get some messages. Let's see. Spirit, do they regret losing me? Don't forget. Reminders. They're going through all these things in their head. This reflection period is like, don't forget me, right? Don't forget me. Don't forget what we had together. I hope you haven't forgotten me. Are you thinking about me as much as I'm still thinking about you? Sometimes like that. Can we summons the magic? It's almost like, can we get back the magic? I will tell you, there's a lot of back and forth energy. This person does know that they mistreated you. They were wrong. They disappointed you. However, whatever happened. And then there's this kind of like, I don't know, moments in time where I feel like we could get the magic back. I feel like if she forgave me, if we could put this behind us, that we could get the magic back. And then they get intimidated or they get vulnerable and they get insecure and they say, oh God, she's afraid I'm going to hurt her again. And I've knocked her down so much. I broke her heart. I knocked down her self-esteem. I took something away from her that didn't deserve to be taken away. And so there's a lot of guilt. I'm going to say there's definitely a lot of guilt. There are feelings of, I just shouldn't have hurt you this way. Spirit, please share with me their feelings. Please share with me their feelings. Any feelings that they have. I'm terrified of you rejecting me. There's that feeling of, I have these moments of, would she forgive me? He forgive me, and then have this energy of, I'm afraid that, if we tried again, that you wouldn't. If I tried again, you wouldn't take me back. So, a lot of back and forth energy. Like now they're afraid of being rejected. I just can't love anyone else. They're not interested in anyone else yet. Their heart is still connected to you, and that's what happens. I ran because I couldn't face my shadows. This energy of all these fights. I had fears. I had fears of a commitment. I had fears of, everything that was going on. I couldn't face it. Like I couldn't work through these issues. Did I just say afraid of commitments? afraid of commitments. Afraid of commitments. I know that we are still deeply connected. So they still feel connected to you. Sleepless nights thinking about you. They still have you connected. I think they're shocked at how hurt they actually are feeling. I'm not running from you. I'm running from myself. So they're afraid of just life. I'm going to say it that way. It's like they couldn't face, I don't know, being an adult, going through these feelings. Spirit, share with me. Do they regret losing me? Do they want me back? What happened in this connection? I'm exhausted and drained mentally, emotionally, and physically. I'm just tired. Okay. You're tired. They're tired. Trust or truth. I know you can feel me and you're inside my mind. You know the truth I've been trying to hide. You might be the only person who really knows them. And maybe they miss their friend. Maybe they miss the person who they, who they always shared everything with. And now they're really starting to feel it. The further that they get away from you, they miss just the companionship and that day-to-day interaction. Even if you were fighting, you were still there. You were still connected to this person. Okay, let's see what else. Transformed. I'm not the same person anymore. So maybe this is helping them work harder. Maybe they're facing some of the shadows that they had. Maybe they're facing some of their own demons, some of their, their things that they need to work on. I'm walking a thin line between being okay and being a complete mess. They're unstable. Again, they are really having a hard time with, which shows me how much they loved you. You know, when you're not together, and you have these like this heartache feeling, right? Even when you want it, it's shocking how emotionally attached you are to somebody, right? And I think that that is what they're so surprised about. Like, I don't know if I'm as strong as you think I am. So they're falling apart. They're not, maybe they are posting on social media or pretending that they're strong, everything's fine, but inside they've been falling apart. They're really losing it. I adore your innocence and you're naive, like you were so open and understanding, like, I don't know, you were so accepting of them for such a long period of time, like maybe you always had the attitude of everything's going to be okay, as long as we keep loving each other, everything's going to be okay. And then all of a sudden one day you were like, you know what, you got to put some effort into this connection too. So something happened in this connection. Let's see. I'm intimidated by you. I'm so nervous around you. Like even just the thought of being around you right now, because they don't trust their feelings and they're afraid that you're going to reject them. There's something going on with that. I can't hold back anymore. You may be hearing from this person because it's like built up, pent up energy of, I still have feelings for you. I don't know, what to do next. I don't know where to put my energy next. So you may be hearing back from this person. This person may be reaching back out to you and wanting to see if they can get you back into their life. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Reconciliation right there. It's time to unite and work together. So I think Spirit is trying to allow this person, it's almost as if they had to realize how much pain there was with you not in their life, to realize how much they want you. I'm going to say it that way. So you may be hearing from your person. Let's just get a couple other love messages. Let's just see what else they have to say. Let's see. I'm going to go into these cards just for a minute. Spirit, do they have regrets? Do they have regrets? No one has ever believed in me the way that you do. They miss their friend. That is how I feel. They miss their companion. They miss their friends. I was foolish myself. I fell in love with an image of you that I had created. All right. Maybe they were putting you, making demands on you or expectations of you that weren't realistic because you're your own person and you're independent. Let's see what else. You are what has been missing in my life. You're my paradise and my heaven. They definitely miss you. All right. I think you're going to be hearing from this person. One more message, please, Spirit. What is my person thinking and feeling? Do they regret losing me? Do they regret losing me? You complete me. So they still have feelings. They're not themselves right now because you're not in their life. And They don't know how to behave. It's like they're not used to being alone. They're not used to being without you. They made mistakes. They disappointed you. They feel bad. All these changes have taken place. They're feeling unstable. All of these things are happening. So I wouldn't be surprised if you don't hear from your person and they realize, and they come to this, they say to you, I just don't know how to repair all of this. All I know is that I can't live without you, something like that. So we're going to put this out into the universe. Very difficult situations when we're in these, because everybody's heart is broken all the way around, but we will ask Spirit to continue to guide you. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you picked Group B, I love you, and you have nostalgic memories of this person. This reading is for you. We're going to see what Spirit says about your person. Do they regret losing you? Do they want you back? Do they think about you? What are their feelings? What happened in this connection? But do they regret losing you? Let's see what Spirit has to say. Mistakes teach us. Mistakes teach us. I have the Gift. And I have Taking to Heart. Okay. Now, that is coming into me as the kind of this realization of that you brought something into their life that they've never had before. Whether it was you opened up my heart, you made me feel things that I've never felt before, that this connection has taught me so many lessons about, how to treat people or expectations in a connection. So part of me feels like they have no regrets, because I feel like they still care about you, and there's like these fond memories, and that they will always be in your heart. You will always be in their heart is how it's coming into me. Did you both hurt each other? Yes. Was there things that happened in this connection? Yes. But I feel like they think it's just the bigger part of the universe of, this is just what we both needed to do to learn, something like that. I have a 3 of Swords, broken hearts, right? 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords. I have a Justice card. And I have a High Priestess. Now, this could be a divorce for some of you. This could have been, we both decided that it wasn't working, that we both wanted to end this connection, something like that. I do feel this sense of, I tried not to face this connection for a long time, or face this decision for a long time. I feel like one of you really didn't want out. One of you, fought really hard to keep this connection. But at the end of the day, part of me is feeling like my intuition said I needed to move on. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to kind of stay in this connection. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, they're connected. And the Fool. My Fool, this new beginning, and 6 of Wands. Just this energy of, I wanted to move on. I wanted a new beginning, or I wanted you to move on too. I hate to say like no hurt feelings, because I feel like that's impossible, because you both loved each other, but it's almost like we're both going to be okay. Like, I know that our hearts are broken, but I just know that when we move on, we're both going to be okay. We're going to find somebody who we're really meant to be with, or maybe they felt like they wanted to just move on and be with somebody else, and that was more important to them. So, but they still have feelings for you. They still think about you. all the time. It's almost a sense of, they're thinking about you. You know that in your heart that what you guys had together could never be replaced, even if it didn't work out for whatever reason. Like, they're the father of your child and you will always have that connection together. Something like that. This Justice card. The Death. Yeah, there's my Justice card. Whether I ended a marriage or we had talked about a marriage and it didn't work out, there's my Death. We didn't complete that cycle. And Seven of Pentacles, moving forward. Six of Swords, moving forward. Somebody wanted to move on. Somebody wanted to, after their heart was broken, they were ready to move on. It could have been you. You could have said, you know what? You broke my heart. And I want to be in a connection that is loyal and faithful and trusting. And if I have to start over, I'll start over. So you could have been the one that moved on. And I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a lot of energy. Like I said, the sense of, I have no hurt feelings for you. I have only loving feelings for you. I have only, we shared a life together. We shared a home together. We shared time together, energy. And I have no regrets for all of that. I would do it all over again, Spirit just said. Do I regret that it didn't work out? Yes, but I'm also in agreement as to why it didn't work out. Part of me feels like that, part of me feels like there's a reason. We both believe it. The High Priestess. Maybe we both have this sense of, intuitively, we knew it wasn't going to work out in the long run. Something like that. Maybe there was a reason that we couldn't be together. There were circumstances that we couldn't be together. And, but intuitively, we both knew that it would be too hard. But I'm glad you came into my life. I got to tell you, it's almost the opposite of Group A's reading, because it's like, I'm so grateful you came into my life. I learned so much from this connection, and you taught me so much. I have lost. Maybe it was a physical connection. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe we realized that we were really good physically, but we weren't really good for long-term, the rest of our lives connection. But physically, we were great together. Or maybe somebody, had an affair. I don't know. Fulfillment. I didn't feel fulfilled. I don't know that now that these two cards are coming into me, is maybe they sought, there was a third party involved, and that kind of, ended it, but it was like, it is what it is. I don't hate you for it. I'm mad at you for it. You kind of ruined what we had, but I don't hate you for it. Spirit, clarification on this fulfillment and lust. Was that selfish? Page of Swords. Somebody wanted to move forward. Grass is greener on the other side. Somebody wanted to move forward. Somebody had their eyes on somebody else. So even if they were walking away from something that they had been in for a long time, it was like the new shiny object was what they were going towards. The Five of Cups. I'm sorry I disappointed you. I think somebody hurt you bad, and I think you had to push them out of your life. So, but I don't have regret. They don't have regrets for how much time or how many years even. It's like you could have been with this person for a long time. Temperance. They felt secure with you. They did. It was like probably a very comfortable connection. It was probably a long-term connection, even a long-term marriage. And It's a sense that the grass was greener on the other side. Somebody made a mistake and there was no forgiveness. But I still love you. No matter what, I will always love you. Whether you have children connected to each other or whether you just have this history connected to each other, I will always love you. Spirit, would they ever come back? Would they ever come back in different circumstances? Grounded, earth energy. Part of me feels like this connection is somebody in your life that will always be in your life. Like they will always be there for you. Okay. Maybe your relationship transitioned into a different type of relationship, not necessarily a lover relationship, but friends or more of a family connection. Like this person will always be in my life. Because of the sense of grounding this person still gives you, they're still a big influence in your life. They still help you make decisions or choices. So for those of you that are like co-parenting, raising a child together, this person would be an incredible influence in your life forever. Like you are never going to have what you initially had, but you will always have this person in your life. So as far as them coming back, I don't think they ever left you, is how I feel. Like I feel like this person's always going to be in your life. There's always an emotional connection to this person. This person's always going to love you and you are always going to love them. It's almost like no matter what, you will always be in my life. You might not be living together, you may not be sleeping together, but the love, nobody can come between the two of you, is how I feel. Spirit, please share with me their feelings. Please share with me any of their feelings, anything that they're thinking and feeling in this connection. I don't know. It is a little bit of, I messed it all up. I was just feeling that. And then this card came in. They had it all with you, and then they took this kind of, the new shining object, the grass is greener on the other side. I have, new feelings and thinking about somebody else. And they kind of like screwed it all up, So if they have any regrets, it's that they messed up kind of something that was very stable and something that was very secure. So they have regrets in that respect. I will say that. I just can't forgive myself. So there's times that they think back and they say, maybe I should have picked a different path. Things would be different for us today. They still love you, and but they do know that they screwed up. I'm going to say it that way. They definitely know that they screwed up. I just fell in love with you. They were in love with you. They were in love with you. I don't think those feelings have ever gone away. I'm going to say it that way. I don't think that they have ever gone away. Where do we go from here? Like I said, it transitions into a different type of relationship. Okay, it doesn't go back to where a committed romantic relationship, but there's a different type of relationship that this person will be always in your life. But they do still think about you. I can still feel you. They probably still have a lot of memories about, making love to you. But it's more like sharing our life. I feel like this connection was a long-term connection. You were with this person for a while, maybe years. You are like an angel and I feel like a devil. I do feel like they know that you did nothing wrong. And that is probably the burden that they carry. Like they know that you did nothing wrong and they're willing to take the brunt of the fallout for everything that went down afterwards is kind of how I feel. So they do know that they're the ones that messed up. They're the ones that screwed it up. They wish they could take it back, is what they just said. They wish they could take it back. Illuminate. Your light helped to guide me out of the darkness. When it got really bad, maybe you were the one that said, you know what, no matter what, we're going to be okay. Where do we go from here? Maybe you have some ideas as to how you guys can live in the same energy, live in the same space, and move on and still love each other somehow. I'm so tired of feeling alone. So losing you that has created this sense of loneliness, but I kind of feel like they did it to themselves. I don't feel bad about that right now. I want to be the one that stands beside you and assists you in all your success. So they're still in your life for this support. They're still in your life for this guidance. They will always be there. It's like this is one of the people in your lives that you will be able to trust still. I know that sounds hard because you have hurt each other somehow, but they are one of the people in your lives that Spirit has put into your life that you can always trust this person. There's something about this connection. It's just that intimate. I'm reminded of you constantly. Okay, maybe you have children together, maybe little things about your kids, maybe your kids actually look like you or look like them, so there's definitely this connection. They finally see what they did to us. It's like, I finally see what I did to our life, our future, our family, all of those things have taken place. One more of these, please, Spirit. Let's see. I know this connection is divine. Again, this is going to be a connection that will always be in your life. There is nobody's going to ever be able to take this person out of your life. Okay. But it has transitioned into a different kind of connection. It's transitioned into, we just see each other differently because of what happened. And it may be because you put boundaries around it. Maybe you have decided that, you just can't have him. You're, him or her, you're just afraid that they would hurt you again, something like that. But this person will always be in your life. Always. I want you so badly it hurts, but there are too many reasons why I shouldn't. So there's times where they just would like to kind of go back in time, like I just want to go back in time and, make love to you one more time, go back in time and, spend some time with you. It feels as if nothing I ever do is good enough. There's a wall between us. There's hurt. There's pain. So, they still struggle with that. It's never going to go back to the way it was. It's definitely going to be different. Where do we go from here? Too many obligations stand in the way, of us ever having had to work through getting back together. It was like, I guess once the dam broke, it was too hard to repair the dam is how I feel. I need you here with me. So again, it's the sense of I need you in my life. No matter what, I need you in my life. You're too beautiful. You're still probably the most beautiful person that they will ever have in their life. They're probably still secretly in love with you. They're probably still thinking about you all the time. Something like that. Okay. And let's say, it's hard for me to admit when I'm wrong and say I'm sorry. Maybe they never 100% came out and said I'm sorry. Maybe that's something that you really needed to hear, but they just never really said I'm sorry. I don't know. I think a lot of feelings have gone under the, have been swept under the rug in the sake of, what we both need to move on. We both need to feel better. We have too much here at stake, something like that. So, let's see what other confessions this guy's going to say. You're better off without me for now. Maybe they felt like you would move on, and this hurt will go away. I lied to you and I'm sorry. Yeah. I feel like the apologies didn't come. And I feel like that was probably one of the most hurtful things that happened, is that whatever happened in this connection, there really wasn't a true apology. Like, I've replayed all the conversations and times together, and I am so sorry for always holding back with you. You know, they didn't share what they were feeling. They didn't let you know that they were chasing a new shiny object, or that they even thought about that was something that they wanted, right? I'm sorry for making your life uncomfortable with me in and out of your with my in and out behavior. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if they were thinking about somebody else, you know, they weren't there for you. They weren't giving you unconditional attention. They weren't there for you. They weren't available for you. So I think that there's an apology, but this person is going to stay in your life, is how I feel. Okay, this person's going to stay in your life. You know, no matter what, they'll always be there. I'm really missing you lately. You know, it's interesting because you had picked this card, which was the nostalgic, and this has nostalgia. You know, like you have a history together. You know, you either, you know, maybe you were married, I don't know, but you have a history together, and there's all these fond memories, because that was how it came into me right from the beginning. Like, I think of you as a gift, that you were put in my life for a reason, that you were a gift for a long period of time in my life. And I'm always going to be grateful for that. And I've been thinking about you lately. I've been thinking about our life together lately. I've been, you know, kind of wondering, you know, do you think about me? So there's a lot of emotions going back and forth with mixed feelings. But this person's going to love you forever, is how I feel. I don't think you're ever going to go back to the way that you were, but I feel like this person will always be in your life in a different capacity, but they will always be there for you. So they were put in your life for a reason. They will stay in your life for a reason. And there's still a lot of emotions and love here, kind of an unconditional love here. So we will put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to continue to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you picked Group C, I'm lost without you, this reading is for you. Today we're asking Spirit, do they regret losing you? Do they want you back? What are they thinking right now? What happened in this connection? Any messages as to if it's going to reconcile? But mostly, do they regret losing you? What are they feeling? Let's see. I have a give and take. I have strength renewed. And I have the power of words. I have to tell you, right out of the gate, it was this sense of I'm getting up the kind of strength to talk to you again. You know, I'm getting up the strength to see if we can work things out. All right. I don't want to get my hopes up yet until I pull the cards, but it definitely was this sense of like, are you willing to try? Like this give and take. You know, are you willing to try? You know, look at her. She's kind of like, what do you have to say? You know, like she's looking at you going, what do you have to say? Just tell me now, right? But I feel like they're getting up the strength to, I don't know, say what they need to say or get off their mind what they need to get off their mind. See if we can work something out. But let's see what the cards say. Let's see. Do they have regrets losing you? Do they have regrets? Let's see. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Two of Swords in reverse. And I have a Temperance in reverse. So I still have feelings for you, and I still want to put some time and energy into this connection. All right. Like I'm willing to try again. Like I feel like, look at it's like this death and she's sleeping. It's like I want to wake you up. I want to shake you and say, hey, you know, like I still have feelings for you. You know? Oh. Almost like I want to come to you and give you my heart again. I got to tell you. I feel like they've made up their mind with this two of Swords in reverse. Like they are willing to open up their heart. If they were having a hard time in this connection with not sharing their feelings or not expressing themselves, and that was like the end of the relationship, I feel like they're finally going to come around and be more open to letting you know what is going on with them and actually telling you. Because right now they don't like how they feel, right? They don't feel grounded. They don't feel balanced. They don't feel like their life is going well. And they're really struggling with, I don't know, why did all of this happen? Why did all of this happen? They want to put some time into this. They didn't realize how lonely they were going to be without you. Something like that. Let's see. I have gifts. Now, that is coming into me as almost like coming back to you with an apology. And not that you expect a gift, but, you know, they may show up at your door with some flowers. I don't know. They may send you some text messages with words of encouragement. But it's almost like reaching out with an olive branch, right? So I think that they are going to, I don't know, see if they can kind of repair the damage is how I feel. A relationship, two rocks. It's almost like you're butting heads. Like there's this hot energy and you guys are butting heads in this relationship. They see this as a relationship, even if you're both stubborn, even if you're not connected right now. Part of me feels like even though we're not talking, they still see yourselves in this connection. Okay. So whatever you guys are going through, they still feel like you're in a connection. All right. Maybe it's just a temporary break to see what your feelings are, but they still feel like they are still in a relationship with you. Okay. There's still an attachment there. They haven't let you go. There's still an attachment. So if somebody were to say, you know, hey, what's up with so-and-so? They would say, you know what, we're working through some things. They wouldn't say it's over. Okay. They would say we're working through some things. So they have it in their mind process that this is over. All right. Maybe they're delusional because maybe you want it to be over, but they either know that they can get you back or feel like they can get you back. All right. With the right words, with this kind of extending the olive branch. And there's still this tremendous attachment. I have a 10 of Pentacles. So they're still really hopeful that we could do really well together. You know, they're still really hopeful that we could be happy together is how it just came in. 3 of Wands. They still see a future with you. This person wants you back. All right. They're still thinking along the lines of, we're still connected. We're just, you know, taking a break from each other, or she pushed me away. She's mad at me right now. But they still see kind of the big picture, and the big picture is they still want you in their life. So whatever's going on, 2 of Pentacles, They're just, it's going back and forth. A lot of energy going back and forth, not knowing where we stand, right? So something's going on between the two of you, of this kind of on again, off again energy. And they don't know where they stand. Let's see if I can get some feelings. I'm still heartbroken over you. So when you push them away, they're definitely heartbroken. All right. So this isn't easy for them. They want to talk to you. They want things to get back to normal. There's the having a hard time expressing their emotions. I was raised not to show my emotions. So I feel like they're ready to talk. I feel like they're ready to, I don't know, finally tell you what they feel. Maybe that's what this is all about. Like, I don't know how you're feeling ever, and I can't live like this. But they're ready to finally tell you. I know this is true love. They're not going to walk away from this connection. All right. You may be trying to block them, push them away, but I feel like they see this as a long term. My love for you scares me. They've never been this in love with somebody. And they are devastated that, that they have this heartbreak right now. It's almost like, what do I need to do to pick up the pieces? What do I need to do to repair this? Is the damage too far done? They don't want to lose you, they just said. I miss the way we talked. Okay, either I miss hanging out with you, I miss doing things with you, I miss my friend. Other people are holding me back. Maybe there was a interference in this connection that they listened to, and you kept saying this is interrupting our connection, and maybe that's an issue. Maybe that's something that you guys are going to talk about. I still care so deeply for you. I try to forget you, but it's not working. All right. So, sometimes you try to move on, or you see them jumping on social media with pictures of other people, and they try to make you jealous and all that kind of craziness. They can't move on, and that's what's showing them that they really do care about you. They do really love you. They're having an impossible time moving on. So they're still committed to this connection. I'm really trying to find a balance in life and love. They're not balanced without you. They're not grounded. Their life is kind of upside down. I don't know how to fix the pain in my heart. I feel broken. Again, the sense of puzzle pieces, like how do I put this all back together is how I feel. I have remorse. I know I've messed up and it's killing me. They don't know how to fix it. They don't know how to fix it. They don't know what they can say to make you feel better. They don't know how to take this pain away, but they know that they want to. I'm going to say it that way. Intuitive. Trust your inner knowing. What's your inner knowing saying? What's your intuition saying? That you want this person back, that you could trust them again, that, you still feel like, they're still thinking about you. What is your own intuition saying in this connection? Spirit, please share with me. Do they regret losing me? Where is this headed? Let's see. Ascending. We have a special purpose, my love. I don't know. We're meant to be together, right? The number 8's jumping out. Could be 8 weeks, 8 days. Maybe you'll hear from this person. I can't wait to dance with you into eternity. A union. This person may be thinking of a future. Maybe they have come to the conclusion that they want to offer you something more than what they've offered you. And maybe that's the only way to get you back. I'm so cold without you. So they miss you. They're lonely. They feel broken, all of those feelings. Let's see what else they say. Let's get some other feelings here. Spirit, please share with me. What is my person thinking? Do they regret losing me? Are they thinking about me? Do they want me back? Anything? I feel like you are so out of my reach. It's almost like, is this too far gone? You know, like, have we not been together for so long that now it's impossible for us to get back what we had? So, but that's up to the two of you. But I feel like he wants to reach back out to you. You're incredibly sexy. He hasn't forgotten how attracted he is to you, how great you guys are together physically. The timing just wasn't right for us. Was there interference? I had that little bit of sense that there was interference, that, you know, somebody was telling him what to do or something. So maybe there was interference in this connection for some of you. The moment I saw you, I knew I was going to fall in love with you. So they have deep feelings for you. This person's, you know, I don't know, I guess surprised or shocked that you're not together. Doesn't know how to fix it. Doesn't know how to repair the puzzle pieces. Doesn't know how to bring it back together. I pushed you away because I was scared. You know, like the right timing. You know, just it was too intense for me. But now I think they have regrets over that. If they pushed you away, they definitely have regrets over that. Because you are the love of my life. You know, sometimes when you're not in that person's life, that's when they realize they love you, right? I became discouraged by all the obstacles. There's something going on behind the scenes in this connection that you guys would have to, somebody's either interfering with this connection, or it would just be, it's just hard for you guys to kind of have this clean slate. And, but that doesn't mean that you can't have it. It just means that they were scared of it, or they were discouraged by it. It was too much work, something like that. But that's not enough. I just want to see you smiling with true happiness. They want you to be happy again. So that's a regret. You know, like, I regret that that you're not happy right now, that I did this to you, you know, that you deserve to be happy. And I made you feel like crap, or, you know, how could I have done this to you energy? Spirit, please share with me. I'm afraid to open up. I know it'll be the end of my ability to keep these walls up. I'm just protecting my heart. It really isn't you, it's me. You know, you can't protect yourself from true love. You know, if you love each other, you love each other. I run because I am just no good right now. You know, the timing wasn't right. I was discouraged by all the obstacles. I don't know if those are good enough excuses. So this person's going to have to come up with some better excuses, is how I feel. I try to talk to you within my mind all the time. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Do you answer me? I swear you do. And if you're soulmates, you can talk to each other. You can ask questions, and you do. You swear that you get a response. So that does happen with people who are very connected. Absolutely. Telepathic communication. It's very real. Your body is my weakness, and your eyes see into my soul. You're the only one who really saw them. And they're starting to realize that. You know, they're starting to realize that maybe you were the only person that they felt this connected to physically, emotionally. Our souls talk to each other. When I look into your eyes, I see something that I've never seen before. I've never looked into anybody's eyes as deeply as I look into yours, something like that. This connection, I think, has a shot at getting back together. I will say it that way. It's got, it has some healing to do. I'm going to say it that way. It has some healing to do, but this person wants to see you smile. They want to see you happy. They want to see you happy. Wishing it could be different. It's like make a wish. Wishing it could be different. Wishing, like a wishing well feeling. I'm going to put it in the category of they're hopeful that this will get through some of these other things. Focus. Look at the arrow. I think they're still focused on you in your energy. They're not looking at anybody else. I don't think they're interested in starting something with somebody else. I think they're really trying to figure out how to repair this and how to pick up the pieces of the puzzle for this. So that's good news. If they're focused on you, that's good. One more. A message. Look at this eagle flying in. I feel like you're going to hear from this person very soon. You're going to get a message, text message, phone call, like, hey, can we talk? So I'm going to say be hopeful. If that's what you want, be hopeful. I think you guys are going to talk. I think that this person's very focused on repairing the damage, whatever the damage was, and making things better. So we're going to ask Spirit to continue to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today.